Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to League of Legends here on the Intel Extreme Masters at Gamescom with a packed house, as it were. It's hot in here, and
oh yeah.
And I was told, you know, it's as normal. Gamescom comes around, the temperature gets really hot.
Yes.
So what do we got? We got Chaos on Tristana, Special on Alistair, the Rain Man on Udyr, the Odd One on Gangplank in the jungle, and Reginald in mid and on Zilean.
May I just point out 11 millisecond pings? That is pretty nice.
Yeah, so we can't get any complaints, can we? That's
nope.
for sure.
So we can, but they wouldn't make sense.
So do you want to give the alternate Atex team with the proper pronunciation
right,
before I ruin the names?
Alternate Forellenot playing Anivia after all. They were trolling us. Unso is playing the Olaf. Kirio, I'm guessing if it's German, is playing the Caitlyn. Cliff is playing the Cliff was the last minute replacement we just heard about, is playing Gragas, and finally Licardis is playing Janna. And they're setting up for their blue buff, probably to protect Olaf. Oh, Chaos is very far ahead. Let's see, but he should be safe. Nice barrel hitting actually 4 of them. Barely missing there with the tornado. Forellenot needs to be away from his team so that the bomb doesn't hit them. Yeah, very well done there. That worked. And it looks like TSM are actually on the retreat now because they did get split. The stun is actually hitting good damage against X Special there. But he should be safe. I mean, he is the bull. I mean, he can pulverize. It should be fine, right?
The cow can take a lot of hits. He's probably the last person they wanted to really hit.
Yeah.
And Reginald's going to get... Oh, that's a flash. So flash summoner spell used already. Having to get out of the way of that barrel as well as the Anivia Ice Blast. So coming straight through. So let's just see what is going to happen. And amazingly, we had, once again, Americans in action in mid in the first team fight as it were, but no one went down, so no first bloods. Reginald's going to return straight to lane, and again you can see the items down at the bottom of your screen, so we don't need to keep giving up the tab. You've got the CS scores in there, etc. So we've got was that a ward it just took out there? I don't think it was.
No.
They didn't get that close to ward it, so Clairvoyance once again going down. Remember, the odd one on Gangplank is jungling, so it's going to go with the big wolf to start with. Kind of expected, pretty standard strategy, and yes, expected Olaf will go straight towards Golems at the top there, and nicely pulled as well by Gragas.
That's nice. That saves us some damage.
Are kind of setting out as we'd expect, and Tristana just helping out with the starting off on the Golems actually with X Special.
Yep, she can do that just fine because by the time Gangplank comes back down there, the Golems are going to be back. And I believe we're actually streaming off my screen. If that's the stream, that's my screen right now. So we should make sure which one we're streaming off of. And okay, in the middle we see Anivia against Zilean. Normally I'd always say I'd give that to Anivia, but this is Reginald Zilean. Oh, nice dodge there just at the last second. Well done. Let's have a quick look at how bot lane is settling in. Chaos is going to be just fine with Tristana. He's going to wait a couple of levels before he gets aggressive, obviously. He wants to have both his E and the jump. Nice, he walks over the trap before it gets armed. Well done there. In mid lane it looks like, oh, actually, Olaf almost dying there to a Gangplank who is already invading his jungle with blue buff, and Olaf has to run across the lane, while Anivia also got rather low. And Olaf is now back in his own jungle. Should be fine. Gangplank super aggressive, and you know he can play super aggressively. And that's
really interrupted Gangplank, because Gangplank, sorry, not Gangplank, Olaf now, because he can't go straight on towards the Golem, which is exactly what he's going to do. Boom, bomb getting straight on. It's not going to quite have enough to finish him off, but it's certainly going to take him low, so he really wants to dodge the egg there. Reginald also got caught very well in the process. What's he down to? 83 hit points, so one more bomb. He needs to be careful. Looking down the bottom there, you can see X Special just coming out the side there, but that sent Olaf back, so he went ahead of his jungle curve, so he's still not managed to get that blue buff down the bottom there, which is kind of, it's going to knock him back, it has to be said. Gangplank's going to continue on. Gangplank's just been back to buy, so he's come back with boots, stack of health pots, and a ward. I'm just keeping my eye on Furlan in the middle here. He is going to go back now, so he's being forced back early.
Yeah, let's have a look at the top lane. Let's see how that lane works out, because that's the untypical lane. We have the Gragas versus Udyr here, and let's have a quick look at the CS. Udyr is at 19, but Gragas is at 12, so there is a tendency already that we can see. And yeah, look at that, just shielding. Yeah, I'm going to be fine. So that lane, I really can't see how well that's going to be. And oh, look at that, the pirate actually in the enemy jungle there. Nice catch. And he's going to take the blue. I don't think Olaf's going to get there in time, because Olaf still has to cover mid lane, and he's only level 3. Oh, Olaf, that's unfortunate for you. But let's see if, the other one has enough, takes the blue, probably going to take one of the small lizards, and then going to say, see ya. Oh, he's going to take both lizards. Okay, why not? Why not? It's better to leave one lizard just to screw with the respawn timers of the enemy. Meanwhile, bot lane, we see Tristana 29 versus Caitlyn at 27, so these two are quite even. Kitty on Caitlyn obviously is going to be a competent laner. It doesn't look like Pharrell Lord is going to go anywhere away from his tower anytime soon, and that's certainly the right play. He's falling behind in 26 to 17, the creeps go in middle lane. So once again, the same story, TSM just completely shutting down the enemy mid lane.
Absolutely, pretty dominant. Meanwhile, at the top, I mean, this is exactly the same as what we saw against Aurelia. You know, neither of them can really do a great deal of damage against each other, so they're just going to continue farming. Oh, they are going to come straight in there. Olaf is going to come around. He actually fancies his chances in 2v1 there against Olaf. Rayman turning around and thinking, maybe I could take this one. Meanwhile, Zilean has returned back to mid. Immediately, the bomb goes on. Speed boost, dodges it nicely, gets a rewind, and another bomb going to go straight off, and that's going to do a lot of damage straight away in mid. And, you know, Rayman's just got, Reginald, sorry, he's just come back from the tower rush, so I'm thinking if he's going to have to go back again here.
Yeah,
Reginald's all right. He's just going to
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, that's
21 to 31 in the mid lane right now, the score. Now look at bot lane. I don't think that Janna and Caitlyn are going to do anything. They're just going to hold back and allow the enemies to farm, which is, you know, the only real option at this moment. And yeah, Janna can't even get a hold of her own bushes. Obviously, the meta game. Oh, there's the flash in and Pulverize is going to headback. Yes, very good headbutt. And there is the jump in as well. And that could be a kill. Gets super low. The dot is not going to be enough. But that means Caitlyn is going to have to go home. And this early in the game, already more than 1k ahead. Mid lane, Pharrell Lord fancies his chances with no health at all. But I believe he has his egg up still. So even if Reginald eggs him, he can still go home and he can still rebirth and be fine. Oh, actually, nice wall. They're forcing Reginald to flash again, and there's the egg. He's not going to be able to put out enough damage because he's completely out of mana. But, you know, having the egg off of Anivia is going to help a lot, especially if there's going to be a team fight in the next 5 minutes or so. And oh no, there's gank playing. Pharrell has no idea this is going on. And there is the move speed buff. There is the first slow. He's going to get a range for another slow. Oh, Reginald getting super low. Now Pharrell actually also fancies his chances against Gangplank because there's Olaf in the bushes now. Wow, what a circulation.
It's going off all over the place, and it's actually bought Olaf a little bit of time there. So Gangplank was a level ahead. He still is a level ahead, in fact, with obviously the invading the jungle early on. So he's doing a grand job at the moment. Reginald's actually pretty low. Could do with perhaps going back, whether he's just going to try and farm as much as possible, try and push the lane and then go back. Meanwhile, at the top, Udyr, you can see, has taken Cliff very low on Gragas at the top there. You can see Gragas just moving around the ward placements, starting to go down in river, so the Dragon is caught. Remember, 8-minute mark is when the European teams normally go for Dragon. 12 minutes tends to be the Americans. I guess it's really a case when you get that advantage, when you manage to take.
It depends on your setup as well. It depends on your setup and on your jungler, how quickly your jungler can do it. And Olaf can do it very, very quickly. I'm not even so sure about Gangplank because Gangplank to me is still a very new jungler, and he's going to fancy his chances against this Udyr here in top lane. Udyr's like, all right, come on, let's dance. And Gangplank, Olaf just has to run straight to his tower. He's not going to dance with that giant turtle, which is probably the right choice there.
Yeah, and it's very hard because, you know, Udyr is very hard to lane against. He can get very strong, and once he gets fed up enough, you know, and it's really hard to stop him. It has to be said.
Absolutely.
He becomes like an unstoppable force. And the moment Gragas is just going to pick up the free farm and saying, Olaf, do you mind getting out of my lane and taking on my jungle? And immediately we're seeing Reginald in the mid though, coming straight around, managing to get the bomb. I think he got a rewind as well. Yeah, gets the second bomb off there, just about dodging the blast as well. So he didn't get stunned by him. So it's all working well. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, 62 CS to Caitlyn's 50, so not too bad, around about 10 difference. It's not a great gap, and Janna is going to have to come back. But they are starting to push the tower, so they're starting to put that damage on it. You can see the Piltover Peacemaker just winging across. No damage whatsoever gone onto bottom lane, top lane, or mid lane. So none of the towers for TSM at the moment have been touched. Whereas TSM have started to push, although not a great deal. It's pretty even, really, and we're going to have a nice, probably 10-15 minute lane phase down the bottom here, I think.
You know, that's something that doesn't happen in Dominion. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, it's a nice, relaxed lane phase, and it does make sense in our metagame. We understand what it means. We understand what the advantages are that you need to find. But honestly, it's not the most exciting gameplay. So it's just great to have constant team fights. It looks like Zilean, just warding very nicely here for his team. And yeah, Rainman is shutting down Cliff in top lane. There's not much he can do. Udyr at 77 kills, CS versus 48 for Gragas. And oh, looks like he's flashing in range. Oh, that's the gangbang ultimate. That's probably going to save him. Wow, he gets a tick off his ultimate. Is he going to get in range for a stun? And there's the stun, a rebirth. Well done, Basilian. Yeah. He has his own egg. And oh, Udyr is coming from top. This could be very dangerous for Anivia here. There's the stun on Anivia. He's going to change the Tiger to do lots of damage. And there's the pickup. First blood here for Team SoloMid. Wow. That was 10 minutes into the game.
That's a long first blood considering they picked it up in the first minute of the last game. So Chaos also getting down the bottom there, managing to pick up on Caitlyn, going to rush in, will not be able to get Janna down. The flash was used as well, trying to push it, but that means they're going to be able to push the lane. I think Janna's going to be able to hold the lane for a little while. Meanwhile, at the top there, it is all happening, and Gragas will go down as well. The odd one on absolutely nothing. 19 health there, the odd one. So they're just about getting together, really hanging on by the skin of their teeth. And great teamwork, as we said. Reginald baited him around just long enough for Gangbang to get up there. Udyr to come in and assist, and now they're going to get a good stack pushed on towards that top tower. And I think they're all going to go and buy, spend a lot of gold. Let's see what they're buying. Wriggle's Lantern for Udyr straight away. We've got the Madreds. They're not going to go for it again, surely.
They're doing it again. And actually, somebody on Twitter said that this is the normal build for Tristanas in America, which really was news to me, but you know, Twitter doesn't lie. So, missing the Q there.
So what we're saying, what they're going for is they are going for well, you can see them already, a bunch of Wriggle's Lanterns, which means you can do Baron a lot earlier. You can take Dragon down very quickly.
Yes.
And that's kind of the plan, but they're thinking they tried to do it earlier against My Revenge. It almost worked. Actually picked them up about 3 kills as well in the process. But they didn't get the Baron so quite so early. In fact, I don't think they got it at all in that whole game. They just ended up just pushing like crazy. But Team SoloMid, they have that gold advantage now, and then you can see it's the 3k advantage already, and they haven't even taken Dragon, which is about to happen.
Yeah, looks like it is setting up for Dragon. There is a ward, an enemy ward that's now taken down, and it looks like Team Alternate is now rotating in. Yes, there's the Clairvoyance confirming it. Caitlyn just poking at them a little bit. Janna probably poking in with a tornado as well. There's not much else they can do, There's absolutely nothing else that Team Alternate could do, and they knew it, and so they just gave that Dragon away. At the meantime, it looks like Gragas is actually taking top turret. Nice Gangbang ultimate is gonna clean out that wave, and it's gonna save that turret. That's beautifully done. Reginald getting a bomb down on Olaf's not gonna get the rewind in, or is he? Actually puts in the rewind and the speed boost. That means Olaf's gonna have to go home. Yeah, that took a good chunk of his health off there right now.
The Team SoloMid looking like they're setting up nicely. Let's have a look at the CS, how things are faring up. So up the top, it's been Gangplank's actually been jungle. Let's see how the junglers are doing. 33, it's kind of expected. Gangplank's been invading quite well. Let's have a quick look in the middle. You can see Udyr having his way with Pharrellan at the moment, but he's got Gangplank coming out. Gragas coming around the side, managed to get the ulti. Actually knocked him out. Nice wall there. Didn't quite block him off. There wasn't quite in the right place. And I think actually the ulti from Gragas kind of knocked him out of Pharrellan. Pharrellan's like, no, I kind of had him there. But immediately knocked him
Chaos going in super aggressively in bot lane by himself. Alistar's not in range quite yet. I don't know what he's trying to do there, but there is Alistar coming from the river right now. Chaos is not going to have a second jump. He jumped in already, and there's the Janna ultimate actually wasted as well. At the same time, top lane, Udyr finds Olaf in his own jungle, and Olaf has to run. He's 3 levels below Udyr, and there's not much they can do.
And he needs to be very careful here, because Reginald are both there as well, and Udyr is going to surely dive him. He doesn't want Reginald taking the tower damage. The bomb's going to go off. He's going to surely finish him off. He's just baiting him around the tower. He finally should finish him off. Gets that turtle shield on. He should be fine walking away from there. He has the support. And very nicely done. Team SoloMid moving to 4-0. And again, they're still pushing each other down the bottom here, Daniel.
Yeah, they are. Currently have me 5k. Yes, I was calculating 7 minus 2. Yeah, that's 5. 5k advantage for Team SoloMid in gold. That's a good chunk this early in the game. 4 kills to 0. It's looking dire for German heroes, and Tristana is jumping in once again against Caitlyn, who immediately nets out. Good damage though put out on Caitlyn, even though it's not going to be a kill. Chaos hardly lost a thing, and that Caitlyn is going to have to go home, giving Chaos even more of an advantage there. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, more to the point, Pharrellan was actually on the way down there, so he was sort of thinking about it, and then thought, well, it's not really worth it now. They all need to go back. And Reginald's returned to the lane. Reginald has been back and forth. He's got himself a catalyst. He's got a second Thorns in there as well. We've got a Wriggle's Lantern now on Wriggle's Lantern, a Spirit Visage, sorry, on Udyr now. So he's also tanky. And really, I don't think Gragas can do anything to him now.
No, I don't think Gragas ever could do anything to him, to be perfectly fair. And that's the problem. That's the reason why the dual AP meta died out. We've discovered so many bruisers that are just really, really good in top lane, and they just shut down APs, like you can see here. I mean, Gragas can still more or less farm, and you know, if you're an exceptional Gragas, maybe you can make something happen, but you're gonna be at a disadvantage from the word go, and that's just not what you want.
Got a possible ninja on down
yeah,
the bottom. You can see
ninja
Chaos
incoming.
is just getting sniped up there. I don't know whether that means he's thinking of going back or whether he's just trying to knock Chaos down, but Chaos is like, you did absolutely no damage to me with your ulti there. What are you going to do? So the odd one's sneaking in there. You can see X Special is also around there. He's going to jump. He does manage to get netted away. Show his hand either too early. Let's have a quick look at the top. We can see that Gragas is being stunned at the moment. Oh dear, but let's have a quick look back down the bottom. Meanwhile, Reginald has ported back, so Reginald's going to be buying. Reginald has come out with... he's got a blasting ward, so he's building up to a Rod of Ages almost certainly. And Gragas still around. Gangplank, still not going for anything. And you can see at the top, there's just tower being pushed slowly but surely. Olaf is going to come around there. I wanted to try and hang around the bottom there, but nothing's really happening.
Yeah, nothing's happening. Now Nivea actually going to find Alistair here in the river. I don't think she can do. Beautiful wall, exactly what she needed to do. And there is the ultimate from Alistair. It's not going to be a kill, but forcing an ultimate outside the fight. At the same time, sorry, which one? Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Yeah, bot tower, there you go. Caitlyn actually getting killed.
Taking advantage of the fact that Janna had gone across to defend it, they managed to get straight in there, and the ulti from Gangplank also coming around. Oh, they're going to catch Anivia, surely. Anivia is going to land the stun, though, just in time. Reginald's going to come around the side there. Will manage to get the bomb down. It's all going off straight on the tower. They managed to get the bomb. He's going to survive. I think he also has Rebirth as well. And Janet, they need to back away. I think they're just going to invade and steal the blue while they're here. Yes, they will do. Meanwhile, at the top there, you can see Udyr continuing to harass Olaf. Olaf is just not sure what to do with this crazy tiger stancing Rain Man at the top here. He's been doing a fantastic job. So, blue stolen.
Yeah.
And TSM looking strong, 5-0. The first tower is still yet to go down, but it's almost inevitable. It's going to happen soon.
Did we have a timer for Dragon? We don't see chat, so we don't know. But yeah, I feel Dragon should be coming back rather soon. Soonish. That's how I time dragons, by the way, when they play. When's Dragon, Daniel?
Get the feel for it.
Soonish. Yeah. My gut says maybe soon.
At the moment, you can see down the bottom. Let's have a look at the CS. Tristana versus Caitlyn down the bottom. 132 with 103. It's not too bad considering he's been kind of on his own.
Right.
He's been harassed quite a lot. That top tower is getting desperately low. Let's have a look. Udyr versus Gragas. You can see Udyr with a massive advantage. 141 to 95. Gragas making his way back towards the top. Midwise, 117 to 94. So TSM pretty much winning every single lane, which is not good news for Alterna, I've got to be honest. But they're still yet to take a tower. This top tower is going to be cleared out, and Udyr is going to go back and buy. We'll see what he's going to come back with. Janna with Oracle, surrounding round, trying to see if he can pick anything up. Reginald with that blue, he's quite happy, just going to keep farming. There's no worries at all, and you can see that they are circling now for Dragon. The wards are starting to go out.
Yep.
Gragas has, the cow will be forever known as, does have Oracle on, which is why he's clearing the wards out. And Ferellan just trying to catch him there, Caux with an axe straight across his face. Also dodges the stun. They're going to go straight in for it this one. I'm going to carry on going with it, Daniel, at the moment, because Reginald's going to dive straight in there. Reginald needs to be very careful. He's put the ulti on himself, so now he's going to flash in. Will that ulti manage to get used up before he dies? No, it won't. He's going to go around. The egg has been popped. That's going to get taken down. Reginald did go down, though, in the end there, just as the ward finished. Caitlyn managed to pick him off, so that's the first kill for Alternate, but Team SoloMid picking up another 2 for 1 there, and the Dragon just spawns almost like they knew it was going to happen.
Almost like they had a better timer than me.
Yeah.
I don't know. How is that possible? Yeah, it looks very, very dire right now for Team Alternate. Was it Caitlyn's ultimate that picked up Reggie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have expected. Yeah, I was following them chasing, I think, Olaf to the tower. Olaf managed to escape there. So yeah, that was an interesting fight. Cillian got focused very early on, and Alternate actually had the discipline to stop focusing him as soon as he put his ultimate on, so his ultimate was kind of wasted there. Speaking of wasted ultimates, Gragas using his to defend the tower. I'm not sure that was the best move. There is the tower pickup for Team TSM. That's the bot tower that was, like you said, inevitable. It had to happen.
It is, and the top tower is almost also very low, mid tower very low now. So Team SoloMid starting to put the pressure on, as it were. 3-0-1 for Caux already down the bottom there. It's what you need for your AD carry picking up those kills. Zillion actually only picking up the assists so far, so Reginald's not getting the farm that he kind of wanted. He'd probably want to get a
but you know what?
by now, but
at 129 CS, he's still got more than anyone on the other team. More than Caitlyn. So, yeah, I think he's okay. He has his Rod of Ages now. That's an interesting build. Usually he goes straight for that death cap. but he does get focused a lot, probably because his Cillian is so infamous. So he thinks, well, I might as well just buy some defense then if they're going to focus me. Now it looks like 3 people are going to come top to take out Reginald. I don't think it's going to happen unless Reginald is going to have some brilliant, brilliant walls here. That was, I guess that was an okay wall actually. And oh, there is a Gangplank ultimate just to slow them down a little bit. Reginald is going to run right now, but there is the body slam from Gragas. There's another very, very good ultimate from Gragas. That is the revive pickup. I guess his team cannot save him. They have beautiful stun, perfect timing from Ferelnlord, and they pick up the kill.
They do pick up the kill. The tower almost gone though, so they were, despite the fact the minions were beaten away on it, they were so engrossed on getting a kill on Reginald. Yeah. It's something you kind of want. It's like, I killed Reginald.
Global taunt, I am Reginald.
But meanwhile, it looks like the mid tower is being forced heavily. Chaos and Rayman in there. Actually, Chaos is tanking the tower at the moment. Rayman is going to come around. They're going to push it. And you can see the cow just coming around the back side. Had to back away. Olaf comes around and said they're not going to go for it. So Rayman's just going to...
Oh, Janna may get caught in the forest here. No, she's probably going to be fine. Alistair was thinking about rotating around and catching her. It looks like now TSM are trying for the red buff. And oh, it looks like, no, they may actually be trying for Baron. Let's see if they can make this happen. Janna has an Oracle's Elixir and can actually clear out wards here, and that's exactly what she's trying to do right now. But she needs to be careful not to get too far from her team, because if that Udyr came back from behind, he could kill her before her team could come. Then, yeah, it looks like Udyr is just... The Rainman says, let's just take that tower, why not? Meanwhile, in mid, we see... actually, my Revenge Alternate about to take their first tower of the game. Very good. Kedio picking that one up, but at the same time, you know, Udyr says, I can do that too, and I can do it all by myself.
Yeah. So a top stack pushed. They're going to have to go back and defend that, and again, the teams are going to return and buy. I think X-Special kind of wanted to catch someone there. He was making his way in, but I don't think he's going to be able to. So let's have a quick look at what they bought.
Oh, actually, Susanna jumping in right there with the Gangplank ultimate as well. She doesn't know who to go for. Now she has to flash out, actually, because she was separated by that wall. And there is Cillian coming in right now to help them, and doesn't look like they're going to catch anyone. Oh, sorry for interrupting you there, but
that's okay. When it happens, it happens. And at the moment, you can see that they are going to steal blue once again. I think they've had blue every single time. Gangplank got it right at the start. I don't think.
Maybe one blue. Maybe one that went to Anivia, but not more than one for sure.
Yeah, so that's going to go straight to Reginald. You can see Kex is going to go back. Oh, he gets trapped on the way back. Had picked up the Bloodthirst. The Trinity Force now looks like it's being built by Udyr. So once he gets that, he's going to be pretty much unstoppable. He's nearly there already. Gangplank got that Sheen as well, building up the Zeal as well. So Gangplank pretty well built. Let's have a look towards the other side. Infinity Edge still not built by Caitlyn. Caitlyn's having a little problem farming and needs to be very careful against Udyr. Udyr is very tanky down this bottom lane. Doesn't want to get too close to him, so he can just come up and get that stun. And once you've got Udyr on you, it's very hard to get away, especially with that damage. But he does have the net shot, which is using managing to farm nicely. Udyr actually sensing a trap and is backed straight away, which is rightly done so, because Janna and Anivia were both coming down there.
Udyr actually has the highest creep stats in the game right now at 179. That is a lot of gold, and yeah, looking at the top, almost 10k gold advantage for Team SoloMid. It's looking dire. And you know what? It's not a surprise. Team Alternate are fighting a very good match today. They had a couple of really good moves, and you know, there's always going to be underdogs at tournaments, and even though we like to see them win, sometimes the underdog is just going to be the underdog, and he's just going to be defeated. And it looks like they are maybe going to for Baron. Team Alternate is not in position, and Cillian could be baiting in mid lane to just distract him. Yes, it looks like they are going for Baron, and with the 3 wriggles that they have, this could be a very, very quick Baron. It doesn't look like Alternate are smelling anything, because Reginald is still in the middle, farming minions. And oh, Team Alternate, let's have a look at what they are actually seeing. They have no vision whatsoever. They're not seeing this. This is just the bucket spectator mode. And there you go. Team SoloMid has just picked up a complete free Baron. Ouchies.
Very nicely done, and we said it at the start. We could see it with the wriggles being bought. So a 23-minute Baron will give it up. So I expect them to push straight up mid. They've got a good stack to follow straight in as well. Yeah. So almost certainly the inner turret is going to go Alton. They need to really sort of think, how are we going to defend this one? They need to 5-man. They need Anivia in there very quickly. Anivia had been back to buy, so Anivia's going to go in. They'll almost certainly give up this first tower, because the stack is there. It's got the tank minion stack as well. Reginald going around, actually using his speed buff and flash to get around that. Very wary. So they seem to be very wary of Ferellian, like you say, is on Anivia. They seem to think, okay, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean, They are top players. They reached obviously the EPS finals with SK. Unfortunate in that game, but they beat a lot of teams to get there, so they are no slouches, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Chaos is going to continue on there. Rayman is pulling the attraction of the tower. Chaos needs to be careful. He's walled in there, but he does manage to ulti away, jump away, and they're going to go in, finish the tower off. A lot of damage going down towards Olaf there. Olaf, but they all step away. Very low health, though, but that's also going to put this next tower in desperate need because 3 of them have to step away. You can see Caitlyn already gone back to base. Janet is almost baiting them in there, saying, come on, take me. Gragas is, I think he used his ulti in there to try and fend it off, so will they push it in there? The bottom lane and the top lane are both pushed with minion stacks for Alternate, but instead they're going to go straight in there. Will manage to get the stun, and you can see that earlier, Anivia's got absolutely no mana. Reginald's going to come around there. That's going to be 1 down, 2 down, almost certainly. Gragas manages to flash out of there, but Udyr flashes straight across. Nice ulti from Janna there, just about surviving, but Reginald did try and get the bomb. It actually went on to Caitlyn. Caitlyn, the only person that went back. Who is tanking it? It is Rainman, perfectly, of course. And that will be the turret. Oh, it's going to get blocked nicely by Rainman.
Nice.
Well done, and that's going to be the tower down in the base, and Inhibitor may well follow. Team SoloMid really starting to turn it on. You kind of expect it when they picked up the Baron.
Right. Yeah.
8-2 the score.
You need to have an inhib at least. Oh, nice move there, but I don't think actually they're defending the inhib, and I think that's worth a round of applause for Team Alternate for defending the inhib here. No, it's not. The audience does not agree with me. It's not even worth a round of applause. Well then. But Reggie actually putting the bling on himself there in that fight, put the revive on when he didn't quite need it yet, but he was super aggressive, so probably not a bad idea. Pharrell Lord peeking his head in a little farther. He needs to be super careful. He's got to get some poking done, but you know, that dragon is nearly TSM's. And oh, Pharrell Lord, be super careful. There's a very good Gameplank ultimate, actually slowing all of them right down. The Raymond gets stunned, does not quite get in range, and they take a lot of damage. And oh, there is the egg there. Chaos has to flash out after egging Pharrell, but that's definitely going to be a kill on Pharrell, who gets bumped around as an egg and gets killed. And there's Udyr already on Olaf. There's the kill from Gangplank on Olaf as well. And this is just looking very, very bad, Demon.
Gotta be honest, yeah. I mean, it's almost certainly the finish here for Team SoloMid. They're going to push straight in now. I think they're probably going to be able to take the... No, they don't have any minions with them, so there's no super minions, obviously, because they didn't take the inhibitor, so it's kind of delayed them. So they're just going to go back. They're going to buy. The Baron buff will run out in time. They won't have much longer of that, but you got to start looking towards maybe the next game, Team SoloMid versus Millennium. Millennium, we're going to be watching this one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Alternate had their moments in this game. They're certainly not unbeatable. Looks like they're going to continue on pushing this top tower, though, so they're going to clear out that wave. Caitlyn already pinging it there. You can see that X-Special is going to come around the back. I think he may well tank this tower. Yeah, Janna has spotted him. I think Caitlyn needs to be very wary here and get out of it. They have a huge stack coming straight in. So here comes X-Special, going to come around the side. Does he have flash? I don't think he does. He can headbutt and pulverize straight into onto someone if he can get close enough. Will that trap manage to catch him? Doesn't matter. The tower's going to go, and they're just going to back away and go by and spend them much earned gold, which I guess some of them have got a lot of.
So now we are slowly getting to the point where the dual AP is maybe starting to show its strength. I don't think that Alternate have any chance really of getting back into this, but if they are to have a chance, it's going to be Pharrell Lord and Cliff blowing somebody up before they can do anything in the team fight. That's what we're hoping to see right now. Gragas has finished their death cap, and Nivea is probably just about to, as she's cleaning out yet another huge minion stack here. That should probably give enough gold for the death cap, and let's see if he's going to go home and buy it. No, not quite yet, but that's exactly what we need right now. We need these 2 big AP casters to blow someone up. The problem is, who are you going to blow up on Team TSM? I mean, even Tristana is quite tanky already. You're not going to blow up the Bull. He's just going to ult. You're not going to blow up Udyr for sure. Gangplank also tanky enough with the Trinity Force there and the dual elixir. And if you want to blow up Zillion, well, he's just going to ult himself.
Exactly, and he could ulti anyone in the team. Anyone that gets targeted is going to have that ulti.
Right.
So we've got Brilliant Potion stacked now, and almost Rabadon's death cap on Zillion as well. A lot of damage. You can see Phantom Dancer and Bloodthirster. As well as that, Wriggles obviously started off with a Berserker Grip, so crazy attack speed as well now on KX, so it's going to do a lot of damage. This tower's going to go down before they can even respond. Oh, Caitlyn needs to be careful there. You can see her deer.
Yeah, he's looking for a
crazed cow and a bear coming at you, so they had to back away from that one. You can see the super minions now starting to also push in towards mid, so they've got to deal with them in a moment. Will they just follow them straight in towards mid? There's also a big stack up top, so Alternate have got all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
We're not going to see any crazy dives here this time, but yes, we will do. We're going to see Reginald coming around the side. He's going to put that bomb onto Olaf and back away, which means they're going to surely buy them time. Yes, they will. The Team SoloMid's going to now push on towards the Tower of Chaos. We'll just continue pounding on it. They're going to dive straight in. And it looks like will be Olaf. Olaf's almost suddenly going to go down. Will he get on the fountain just in time? Yes, he will. The fountain's just about surviving there. Janet does go down. I think Kragas is not going to be able to get out of this one. Look at that. Rayman's just saying, I don't care about 2 towers. I'll just go straight in there. Tower goes down. Inhibitor goes down. And you have to say, well played to Team SoloMid. They've looked solid throughout.
Absolutely.
Olaf is going to go down. He's not going to reach the fountain. That's going to be another kill. And that is not quite the ace because Caitlyn did manage to make it back to that fountain. But needs to be careful. Doesn't matter. Team SoloMid are going to take this game and they are the victors in this. So Group A, they picked up 2 wins. We've seen Millennium pick up 2 wins. Who will top this group? That is the question. You'll be able to find out very soon here. On ESL. We are at Gamescom. It is all live, all happening, right in front of a huge studio
Look at
audience.
that crowd, Demon. That's amazing.
It is a big audience, and all the top players are watching it as well, which is the important thing. But yeah, I mean, Untitled Extreme